we're here. For those of you just now tuning in, my name is CarmelOP, and welcome back to Styx, Master of Shadows. We freed the elves last episode, and they're repaying us by being hostile towards us, and so now we have to sneak through all these areas yet again. We have to sneak through all these areas yet again against a much deadlier foe, which are the elves. Buddy, if I can just drop on you and just fucking get you, I'm going to. Actually, you're the only one in this room. I'm definitely going to do that. That way I can explore it a little bit, maybe get a few items. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember this room. It is kind of nice. Like, I'm very split on whether or not I like. Oh fuck. I'm very split on the fact whether or not I like going back through all these old levels. You know, because it is nice to see him again and run through him again with a different enemy altogether. Okay, dude, can you move? Thank you. You know, because there are either, you do have new enemies, like every time you kind of go through these other areas, these older areas. Okay, man, those guys can't even put up a fucking fight. Oh my god, we gotta go all the way to the fucking top. And these elves are just whooping everybody's ass, too. So now I can't be seen, I can't be heard, and I can't be smelled either. They don't smell goblin, they smell fucking amber. Okay, somebody's putting up a fight, I think. Or they were.
What was that?
Nothing.
Again that smell. Now I'm sure.
I think they go on the hunt when I'm around. I don't think they can necessarily. Apparently they just know where I'm at.
Find you. I will flush it out.
This is horseshit. They should not be able to be like, oh, hey, I smell them, and then instantly know where the fuck I'm at. That's not balanced. I don't care what kind of fucking degree you got in game development. That is not balanced. Okay, yeah, they oh, hey. What? Are you fucking serious right now? No. Oh my god, how far back did it send me? You've got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah, the saves aren't really that. I mean, sometimes they can be forgiving, other times not so much. When I crossed the bridge up top, it should have really just let me have a save there. Of course he sees me, because why would? God damn it! I'm not gonna be able to get around that one. I gotta fucking assassinate him.
I better be getting back on patrol. Again, I know you.
What? Are you serious, dude? It just teleported me in front of him. Oh my god, I'm ready to end this game. We're going until we finish it today, guys. I mean, like, we're there. We are effectively at the end.
What's that stunning shower?
I know you guys can't see me there. Because we are effectively at the end, you know? That's why I want to keep pushing.
What was that? Again that smell. Oh, again, I know you. No, no, no. Again that smell. Oh, 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 again
I think the elves were introduced just a bit too late in the game. I think it would have been nice to kind of see them with the humans. So you kind of have like maybe, well, I mean, I guess they serve the same purpose as they serve almost the same purpose as the knights, to where they are an indestructible. Well, they're not entirely indestructible, so yeah, they could have actually been included. They could have been included into the regular game up until this point. Okay, quick save there. Me.
Let's see where it's coming from. Remember, without the amber, you're nothing.
Okay, we killed him. I don't know if we were
Without the amber, you're nothing.
Okay, I guess he's just whispering madnesses into us. I don't know, but I killed that one. I don't know if that's like the main elf dude or not. It just looked like him. Shit. Oh god, that one hurt my chest a little bit. There's a way to get over there from here, right? Right? I'm not crazy, unless that's a mechanism I need to operate. No? Yeah, he looks like the leader dude. He might have been the leader dude, actually. I think he is. Well, it sucks for you. Okay, he just phases through that. Awesome. Okay, what about this? Where does this go? All the way around. Or does it just go further? No? Okay, go a coin. A coin. Here? No? There might have been one there our last time through. How the fuck do I get over there? Okay, there's still humans guarding that. Was I not supposed to go this way? Maybe with Styx, please stop walking to the fucking fire, you dumbass. Oh, this way, okay. So yeah, that was a little bonus area. All right. Go ahead and drink some amber. I don't know if invisibility... Actually, you know what? Now's a good time to test that. Let me... F5. Let me... Just to see.
Still that smell.
Okay, they can see you in invisibility. Okay, that's actually good to know. That's really good to know, actually. I'm not even mad. I mean, it makes sense, you know. But at least I tested it just to find out. I don't even consider that broken. I consider that appropriate. Ugh, fuck. No, nothing moved over there. Okay, well, I'm not even mad. It just reset me for me. Oh my god, we are so close, I think. I'm ready for it to be over. I'm ready. I'm ready. It's been a blast from the past. You know, I've enjoyed most of my time with it. I won't say I enjoyed every second of my time with it, but I've enjoyed most of my time with it. Okay, come on. I don't know why they have fucking birds in here, but whatever. Okay, we're going... Did we go this way the first time we went through to go into Behrman's office? I don't think we did. I think we took a more difficult way. Let me go ahead and have a thing equipped. Game, please. Oh my god, game, you gotta not be fucking with me right now. Okay, Jesus Christ, it wouldn't let me like not fucking... Okay, it auto-saved. Oh God! I wasn't ready for that, okay. This, E... Yeah... God damn it. This is actually going to be a problem. Unless I go through that puzzle invisible or some shit, I don't know. I don't even know if I can. I don't think I have the... I don't have the amber to do that. Yeah, you just gotta get him let him get about that close. Come on. Yeah, you gotta get him. You gotta let him get kind of close, but not too close. Let me actually save there. Okay, and then this is going to be bang, bang, bang. E. All the way over here. This one doesn't have one. Then we land over here. Okay. Save there. I am going to take this health push. I'm going to go ahead and pop it. Because it's rough, y'all. This is rough. I saw something over here. Nope, just stuff flashing in and out.
The spy system installed by Querber's for Barrowman. Looks just like the dick who invented it. Let's see. The main duct. The one which listens to the tree.
How the fuck did he just roll up the pipe? He just like literally just rolled vertically up. I don't know.
The world tree. Finally. Quick. Find the heart. Find Styx.
Oh, more of those fucking doom skulls, whatever the fuck.
Styx. Come on. Two left. And the heart of the tree will be mine. What? How did you do that? You no longer carry my mark. I can no longer hear you. Yeah. I found that tattoo a little too showy. Not my style. And surprisingly, my headaches have been much better since I got reborn. You should try it.
The lips are really out of
So go and
sync.
live your life somewhere else and leave the heart to me. My life starts now. For the first time, I'm certain of what I want. No elf or rakash like you is gonna tell me what to do. Akanash, the heart, I don't give a shit about any of it. I just want to make you suffer as much as you made me suffer. Yeah. I know what might really piss you off. What if I destroyed this heart that you want so much? Would you and all the other mind-fucking dickheads like that? Huh? Would ya? No! Don't do that! I forbid you! You too are a creature of the Amber. You will lose all your memories. But Styx, I got no memories, remember?
I didn't hear no bell.
A flawed creature like you can never defeat me. Even if you no longer carry my mark, I have other ways to find you. Go say hello to your brother, vermin.
Okay, so I can either use throwing knives here. Oh, there's some planted in their backs, which... You know...
Come on. One left.
You know... I might be hurt because I don't have any more health. One hit and I'm literally dead. So we'll have to fucking perfect this shit.
Rakash, don't you want to die?
Bro, I'm not Mr.
Stop
Meeseeks.
fooling around. Go say hello to your brother.
Man, I gotta do this a second. I probably gotta do this a second and third time. Oh, and one. We're all invisible. Fantastic. Awesome. Not really. Which, them being invisible isn't bad necessarily. Okay. Hold on. It's not the end, guys. We got this. We got this. So if you notice, I gained full health whenever we reloaded into this, or not full health, but a considerable amount of health. So if we just kind of maintain that. Oh shit. Okay. Oh no, the heart of the world tree is exposed. No.
After all these years.
You still got all those skulls.
Damn fucking elves. Even dead, you still get in my...
Yeah, doomers, bro.
The heart. Let me be. Rakash, no. No, don't touch the heart. Rakash.
Damn. Uh-oh. Like, I'm surprised even though I've played this game several times before. Stab it! Stab it!
Go haunt someone else.
Stab the heart. Or drink its nectar or whatever's in there.
Rakash, vermin, give me the heart. This shit has destroyed my life. I was a proud and free orc, and this is what Amber has made of me.
Oh.
A puny runt with a burnt-out brain, sentenced to vomit his despicable reflection again and again, to be sure he never forgets his curse. But if I had the heart, I could study it, find a way to become as I was before. What are you talking about? Our buddy is perfect for surviving in this shithole. Small, sure, but quick and mean. I was only born yesterday, and I can already see how the beings are rotten here. Yeah, in fact, I like being me. Enough raving. You may have the heart, but you can't beat me. So just give me the heart if you want me to spare you. You don't get it, do you? Live or die. It doesn't matter as long as it's not an order given to me. Watch me, Styx. Look at me while I choose my destiny. No! Stop! If you break the heart, everything will collapse. The heart! I almost had it. I could have become an orc once more. What have you done, you fool?
will become empty shells.
I'm gonna bleed you if it's the last thing I do. Oh no, Styx. I'm the one that will choose my own death.
Damn.
Wreckage!
Was that the final boss fight? You just killed 2 waves of clones? I guess it was.
I remember when I was born in a dried up lake bed. It was a big, dead tree. Dozens of my kind crawling around like rats. But I wasn't like them. I was a rat of another kind. My head was empty. My vision blurred. I don't know what happened before that. I could remember only one thing. A name. Styx was the only thing I could think of. I guessed it was my name. I often dream of this place at night. Well, it's more like a nightmare. I see myself, and I am everywhere. There are a whole lot of me's, but they're not me. And all these me's are calling to each other. Styx. Styx. And at the same time, it's as if none of them hears the others. Then I have this feeling like I'm falling. But I'm falling upwards. Yeah, it's weird, man. And then I wake up. And for a few moments, I seem to hear hundreds of me calling to me. And then I finally remember that there aren't any like me in the world, that I am the one and only Styx. And I don't know if it makes me proud or sick to my stomach.
$245 skill points. Oh, we missed the relic? Oh no. Oh wow, I missed the fucking time by 1 minute and 11 seconds. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, that's it. Again, made by Cyanide Studios. I'm gonna take these headphones off because the top of my ears hurt. Like if you wear glasses and you wear headphones for a long time, it hurts. Yeah, that face model, yeah, it looks good there, but like in cutscenes, like that shit did not work. That was downgraded. Let's see here. Yeah, we're just gonna fucking skip this shit. Okay, so now we're back to the hideout. Call me Styx. I am now the sole master of my fate. You can replay old missions in order to gain the insignia and secondary objectives you are missing, thus learning all Styx's skills. What's our save percentage at? 50. How the fuck did I have more on that? I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe if I do that. Let me do that. 62%. There we go. All right. Well, that only means one thing, y'all. Y'all know what that means. It's time for the part that like some people like and some people really don't like. It really depends. Actually, I gotta listen for music. Okay, so note. Let's see the script for that. Let's see here. Where do I even fucking save that at? Hold on, it's probably on the desktop actually. Hold up. There it is, the 10-point review system. Bam! Alright. Alright, let's Let's do this, y'all. It's gonna be rough. Okay. So most of the actual review is written. Believe it or not, I still need to just do length, gameplay, story overall. And I'm not doing missed opportunities. It's not needed. Anyway, graphics. Graphics overall, what year did this release in? This released in 2014. What other games came out in 2014? Top indie games. Top indie games of 2014. That way I have an indie comparison because I don't want to pull up like fucking AAA titles, but I am going to as well. Just that way I can kind of frame what games came out that year. Okay, so indie. Okay, good. Yeah, Hearthstone came out that year. Whatever. Grand Theft Auto 5 reissue. Okay, that's a re-release. Bravely Default. Shovel Knight is an indie game, but this is just in general. Mario Kart 8 came out that year. Smash Brothers on the Wii U came out. Bayonetta 2. Ollie Ollie. Dragon Age Inquisition came out that year. South Park The Stick of Truth. Metal Gear Solid 5. Ground Zeroes did. I was about to say, I know 5 came out in 2015. Dark Souls 2. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. Titanfall. I'm kind of in Divinity Original Sin. Okay, so a lot of big names came out in 2014. Like a lot of sizable motherfuckers. Okay, so for indie games, we have Among the Sleep, Banner Saga, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, Helldivers 1, which Helldivers 2 is pretty hot right now. I'm not interested in it. Hotline Miami 2, The Long Dark, it came into early access in 2014. No Man's Sky launch, Octodad, Shovel Knight again, Starbound. Do I own Starbound? I think I do. No, I don't. Why does that sound familiar? I think it keeps popping up on my Steam store page is why. Yeah, I have it ignored. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a Terraria knockoff. Okay. Towerfall Ascension, that's a fun game with Vanishing Ethan Carter and The Witness. Okay, here's 20 more games. Goat Simulator, Mountain, Monument Valley, Nidhogg, Race the Sun. Okay, so Five Nights at Freddy's came out in 2014. I don't know why it's funny, but it is. Yeah, so here's the thing. Is like I'm listing off all these indie titles, and you can kind of see the difference in production budget between indie and AAA. You get what I'm saying? So just by me naming off these indie titles and seeing the production levels between them and Styx, you kind of see what I mean by AA dev if you haven't figured it out. Banner Saga, okay. A lot of these are going to be repeats. I'm just doing my due diligence to try to name any good ones that pop out. The Binding of Isaac came out in 2014? Huh, okay. Always Sometimes Monsters, I guess. I think I have that. I think I got it from a Humble Bundle, never touched it. Yeah, there's a Long Dark again. Gray Matter? I might try that. It looks kind of fun, actually. Shovel Knight, Transistor, Never Alone, Broken Age. Broken Age was not that good. People like that shit because it was from Tim Schafer. I think he was the head of Double Fine. I think he was the mind behind Psychonauts. Like, yeah, it was a fun point. Like, it's a point-and-click adventure, but like, all right. It just wasn't a fun game. It's not fun is the problem with it. And this War of Mine. Okay. Oh, give me one second. Ah. Okay. So with that out of the way, we have a pretty good range of stuff that came out that year, correct? Damn right I'm correct. Okay, so with that being said, we can obviously see that graphically, for an indie dev, it's really it. So if you paid attention during some of the cutscenes, like ignore the fact that models weren't moving their mouths in sync with dialogue, and like that's a hard thing to master. I get it. It's a hard thing to master. That's why I'm not knocking it. But the textures, model work on Querber's parts of his textures were missing around his neckline. Or not even texture, just the model itself had no texture, or I don't even know what the deal is with that. It looks good from a distance, but the second you start getting close to things, it's not... That looks like shit. I'm sorry, the textures are not impressive. Styx's texture is not that impressive. There's no like mod packs or anything I could find. You know? Actually, let me go ahead and exit the... Yeah, well, we'll do the... No, I can exit the game really quick. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll exit the game. In the past 2 weeks, I put how many hours in? Wait, how many hours have I put into the game in the past 2 weeks? 12 hours. So 12-hour game. Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so either way, graphics overall get a 0. Just not that impressed. Not that impressed, not that impressive. It is what it is. Okay, sorry. You know, it's a AA dev, I get it. But at the same time, you can't put so much production in and not make it look pretty. Like, I think when I played it the first time back when it came out, even I was like, man, this shit already looks dated. Because there's some games that come out and like, if you play them today, they still look amazing. It's just how it is. I'm sorry. Anyway, I think objectively that gets a 0. I don't think anybody will really like the graphics on that, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Sound, ambience, effects, etc. Sound design was nice. One thing I really did enjoy from the sound design was when Styx would, so when he crouched walks, which is what you do most of the time, you don't hear a thing. But the second he gets up and runs, you can hear like almost like a toddler's pitter patter, and that's like a really good effect. And like I enjoyed that. Sound design. Hold on, let me read like what I put into my actual review. Sound for a stealth game. Sound is one of utmost importance. Directional sound from where an enemy may speaking. Yada yada yada. Yeah, I mean that pretty much. I agree with. Yeah, when he lands from a heightened area, he leaves a thud. If you land on carpet, the thud dissipates. The guards don't hear it. Swords sound like swords. Stabbing sounds were effective, that's for sure. I mean, it did its job. You know, I can't really say much. I can't harp on it because nothing was grossly offensive sound-wise. So I think it did its job. I think people... Well, no, sound's hard to judge, okay? I don't think anybody will knock it, but sound is hard to judge. It's hard to know what you're looking for, but once you know, you know. And then once you identify that, hey, some areas could have been improved, there you go. The chittering from the bugs is a good example of sound design. They could have gone with literally anything. They went with that chittering. It works. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. The music in the game, fantastic. I'll go ahead and put it out there that I own some of the songs because they're just good songs to listen to. I think the music design's good. It's not overly in your face. It's definitely meant for a stealth game. It's not overly bombastic or anything like that, except when it needs to be. When the player is caught lacking, he's discovered, he's in combat, that music really matters there. And it does matter in this game. It really fits. It really, really does. Okay, so it'll stay at a 1. I've already got that on the actual full review whenever I get to it, which I worked on it this morning. I'll be working on it the rest of the day, or I might take the day and then get back on it tomorrow. Polish, bugs or crashes, and I actually need to. Bugs, crashes, and annoyances. So there weren't really, there was actually, yeah, there is a bug. There are several of the same bug. One, guards will constantly walk into each other. That's definitely a huge issue. Did I even put that in my full review? I should have. I'll have to add that into the review. But guards constantly bumping into each other. They're blocking each other's pathing. They're not smart. They walk around each other. It wasn't programmed in them, so there's nothing you can do about it. There were no crashes. The biggest annoyance that I faced while playing Styx was the ledges. So enemies are hit and miss whether or not they detect you in certain amounts of darkness. It seems like there's a gauge there that's like just doesn't exist. Now I get it that if the enemies are on higher alert, they detect you more easily. I get that, but like sometimes it's a little, how can you put this? It's too much of a guessing game. I'll put it that way. It's too much of a guessing game. By the end of the game, the player should know if like they do this in this type of lighting, the guards will react this way. They will have X amount of time to execute whatever plan they have. That doesn't happen. I don't know if it's because the guards get smarter, quote unquote, as the game goes on, but hey, who knows? But other than that, I think that the bugs of the guards walking towards each other and jumping onto anchor points and jumping to ledges, it feels very clunky since that's kind of what this game centers itself around, is the environment and how you move around it. So that's definitely a problem that they never fixed. Not for Master of Shadows. I will have to see for Shards of Darkness when I go back to replay it for stream and for a review, so we'll see. But yeah, so that gets a 0 on the objective scale. Story, I know the story, not inside and out, but the story is serviceable, not servable. The story is serviceable. You wake up. It's actually really interesting because you don't know where you're starting out at, realistically. You don't know. And then you watch these cutscenes and you're under the impression that Styx is telling Barrowman and Aaron and the Executioner what's already happened. And you think that you are reliving the moments up until that conversation, when in fact all that's happening in real time, because you are a clone of Styx, and that's the big reveal. And it's hinted at several times in the game, and you can almost put it together, almost. If you get a clone and destroy it, sometimes your character will call the clone Rakash. At the beginning of every mission, it's, hey Rakash, go do this. And like, that doesn't necessarily click on you exactly until you put 2 and 2 together. So that's a good like story. That's a good writing point. That's very hard to, not very hard to do, but very hard to set up, and they got it. They kind of self-spoil it, but like, I don't think players their first time through are going to put that together, that's how that happens. But beyond that, Ozcan betrays you. You do odd jobs for Ozcan. You grab treasures. What other story beats are there? Elf saves you. You work for the elf. You're trying to help him, and he's trying to make sure the world tree doesn't get destroyed. But you're this clone and you're tired of being told what to do, so you decide on your own to say, hey, fuck it. I think I like that personally, because it's not, because the whole game you're just doing what other people are telling you, and then by the end the character just wants to do what he wants to do. The elf Styx, Ozcan's dead by that point, and nobody can tell him what to do, so it's his own decision. So in my opinion, that gets a 1. objectively, I think people will appreciate the story and kind of see how, you know, how it's supposed to play out and how it does play out and make those connections on their own. Sorry. Effectiveness / engagement of gameplay, i.e., is it fun? Is it fun, or makes you want to play for just one more turn? This is the hard one for me, right? It's fun when it works. It is fun when it works. When it works, it's fantastic. It's a blast. But when it doesn't work, when you're falling off of fucking ledges, when you are getting seen when you really don't feel like you should be seen, it's really not very fun. It's really not. Does it keep you interested? Yeah, it keeps you interested. The problem with game... So here's the thing, when you're a game designer, you have to master something called the gameplay loop. Chucky, what are you barking at? He's probably barking at a squirrel. No. Come here. Chucky, come here. What are you barking at? Give Daddy like another 20 minutes, okay? You all can go OUT. Come here. Give Daddy about 20 minutes, and you can go OUT. No. Watch out. Watch out. I just gotta act like I'm getting up. Okay, anyway. The problem with the... So, one thing you have to master is the gameplay loop. Let's look at... What's a good example of a gameplay loop that works? Let me look at my recents really quick. I can think of Metal Gear Solid 5, but I don't want to use that one. We'll use tried and true Skyrim's gameplay loop. What do? You get a quest, you go somewhere, you kill all the enemies, you loot the area, you come back, you sell your stuff, get a new quest. That's the gameplay loop. And with their gameplay loop, if you get killed, or you take a massive amount of damage or whatever in between that gameplay loop, it reinforces into your mind what you did wrong and how to improve. So here's where Styx fucks up that gameplay loop, is that it's so inconsistent that you don't know how you messed up and how to fix it necessarily. That's the problem with Styx's gameplay loop, is that you really don't know. You don't know what you messed up, and you don't know how to fix it. We'll reopen it here just to have something else besides a black screen behind me. But that's what the problem is. So from Styx not wanting to grab the ledge sometimes, and sometimes he does grab the ledge. We saw it in today's stream. Then simultaneously, or at the same time, you don't know why an enemy may or may not have seen you. You know? And that's the gameplay. That's the problem with the gameplay loop. The gameplay loop doesn't get reinforced because of arbitrary things. Or not arbitrary things. Circumstances outside of your control. There we go. And also, this is a pet peeve of mine. Like, I get the time this game came out. It was normal, but like you having to go towards an enemy to trigger them, the actor, to do whatever they were programmed to do, and that's kind of annoying when you see it like that. But gameplay is fun. Yeah, it's really fun when it works, but when it doesn't, man, I think I think there's more frustration than joy when players play this. I hate to say it. I think there's more frustration than joy. More frustration than entertainment. Replayability / post game. If you think you'll want to play this game within a year, or replay this game within a year. So there is no post game. You can go back and replay all the missions, but typically what a post game is if you play Fallout 4, Skyrim, you can finish the quote-unquote main quest and then just do extra stuff. So by virtue, this has no post game, and that's fine. Not every game needs a post game. Does Baldur's Gate 3 have a post game? No, it doesn't. I still haven't beaten it. I've watched my wife beating it like once or twice now. There is no post game. Once the story's over, it's over. You might have a few things you close up at the end, but that's it. But that's perfectly fine. It doesn't have to. Is it replayable? Hell yeah, Baldur's Gate is replayable. Styx, on the other hand, has no post game, and is it replayable from beginning to end? Nah. Not within a year, no. I haven't played this thing in like 7 years. So you can replay missions, but it's not going to be the same. Because if you replay missions on your save file, you're just going to go get the insignias, and that's it. No more, no less. You're not trying to do anything fancy. You're just getting those insignias for the sweet, sweet achievements and the skill points. But from beginning to end, no. Now, beginning to end, within a year after you've already kind of gotten a pretty strong character, it fucking sucks. That's really, imagine playing WoW, or not even, WoW's a terrible example actually. What's a good example? Imagine playing Batman, Arkham, any of the Arkham games, from beginning to end, right after you got all your gadgets, I guess max leveled or whatever, and you got all those taken away from you. And like it's still like it's somewhat frustrating in a way because you can't like do these awesome combos or whatever. I'm trying to think of a really good example. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like a survival crafting game, and you gotta start over, like a new save file, and like fucking 7 Days to Die or some shit like that. You know, that's exactly what it is. So yeah, there is no replayability and there is no post game. It just doesn't exist. Length this time around took me about 12.5 hours. I mean, fucking for $20, I think this was $40 when it came out. As of right now, I have to judge price based off when it came out or right now. I don't even remember what my fucking standard is, but it's $20, it's 12 hours. It can be more if you want to go get all the extra stuff. Me, I kind of didn't really rush through at the beginning, but towards the end I did rush through because it was kind of padded out a bit. But there's still a challenge. But I think like once you get all your skills and stuff, like you're kind of just ready for the story to be told and be done with it. But I think it's fine. I think most people will appreciate that they spent $12. Actually, let's look at MSRP. Let's just, for comparison, let me look and see how much it was when it released. Just for comparison. Let's see, let's look at release date price. I think it's like $40 or $30. Price history, Steam database. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's $20 now. Let's see here, current price. Okay, what was its highest price? All. That's in 22. I want when it came out. How much did this cost when it came out? That's what I would like to know. All. Okay. So its all-time peak is only 1,600 players. That's actually pretty surprising. But it's sold over 1 million copies? I don't know. Okay, I just need to see the price history, motherfucker. Say your currency, US dollar. Okay, so we don't have a price history. But shit, in February 22, it was fucking $2. So if y'all can get this for dirt cheap, for that cheap, I fucking would. I'm trying to find an actual price. That way I can give you guys an accurate representation. Release October 7th, 2014. Because it's good to know, at least in my opinion. Let's pretend it was highest price $30. Really? Yep, all the way back in 2013 or 2014, yeah. Okay, it's been hanging out. $20? That's too much for this game. I'm sorry, that's way too fucking much. Oh, PC Gamer gave it a 78 out of 80. I guess at the time it was alright. Okay, anyway, so for $30 back then, you get 12 hours of gameplay, roughly. You know, if you just play the main stuff. Still, length is just fine. 12 hours, like, that's a good amount. That's a good amount compared to, like, what we fucking get today. Of, like, actual gameplay, too. Not like fucking Assassin's Creed. Here's a map full of useless garbage. Okay, environments, variability, and differentiation. We had the prisons, we had a distillery, prisons, sewers. What else do we have? We have the upper end apartments of Governor Barrowman. We had kinda, well, it's not called the outskirts. I don't know what the fuck it was called. But there's some good environmental differentiation. The only thing that does suck though, it's kind of it balances out. The fact that you have to replay through some of the levels. You know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Do I consider it a knock against it? Not necessarily, because those levels are filled with different kinds of enemies. And you do have to re-hunt down the treasures, which is fucking stupid. But they reuse the levels in a way that presents new challenges. And you're required to go into areas that are different than what you already have. So I think it's fair to say that the environments and variability is kinda, I think it's good. Because like if you like look at the boiler room, like we went from the top to the bottom, and then we had to climb all the way back out. Like, I think that's a good way to do like backtracking. I don't think it's traditional backtracking, if you ask me. So I'll give that a 1. I think players will appreciate that. That's like more, it's a challenge. I think in their face they'll be like, oh shit, we gotta run through the same level again. But like, it's a different challenge, you know? So the entire package put together, this is rough. Because I think the problems with the game outweigh the benefits. Because if your gameplay is too frustrating, everything else doesn't matter. You know, like again, look at Minecraft. Ain't got shit for graphics. There is no story. Sound and music are good. I've never known Minecraft to have any kind of bugs or anything. No story. They have a lot of environments now, but back then they really didn't. I quit playing Minecraft when they added the swamps, just because not because I didn't like it. I just stopped playing it. But you know, the entire package put together, man. What it is this. It's the effectiveness of the gameplay. It's fucking it so hard, because the story doesn't matter if you don't want to go through it, if you don't want to play the game. It's simple as. You know, some parts of it are great, but the parts that aren't great really aren't that great. So that gets a 0. So on the objective scale, it gets a 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5 out of 10. It might be the lowest rated game we've had on the stream for the objective. For subjective, it only gets worse from here. So we'll make this quick. Graphics overall, 0. For a 2014 title, they Like some parts look really, really good and other parts don't look good at all. Everything looks good from a distance, but when you get close up, it kind of shows its true self. Sound was still good. I think sound was still fine. Music still good. Polish sucked ass. Story was good. Effectiveness of gameplay. If they made it to where I think the level flow was better because Styx was more reliable to grab onto things, it'd have been a way different story right now, guys. It really would have. It would have been a fantastic, not fantastic, I'm sorry. It would have been a drastic, it would have been a drastically different conversation we'd be having right now. But the effectiveness of the gameplay sucks. It sucks. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Now I'm kind of worried about going into Shards of Darkness. There was a 3-year development gap, I think. Let's see, what was it, October of 14? Let's see, Styx Shards of Darkness release date. Styx Shards of Darkness release date. When did you release? March 14th, 2017. So they had about a 2.5 year, 2 years and 5 month development cycle for Styx Shards of Darkness. Probably a bit longer, but you know, between Master of Shadows and Shards of Darkness, they had 2 years and 5 months. That's all they had. Could they have fixed the movement system in the game? Yes, they could have. Have they? I don't know. We'll find out whenever I get this review out on the YouTubes and get started on Shards of Darkness. They did add co-op, which fucking sure. I don't know why you want to play a stealth game in co-op, but if it works, it works. So, yeah, either way, effectiveness of gameplay is 0. Replayability 0. Like I said, I haven't played this game in like 7 years. There's really no reason to. It's really a one and done. That's why I like get it when it's for when you can get it on $2. Get it for $2. Length 12 hours. I still think that's good. And honestly, you can make it longer if you go for all the collectibles. If you wanna kill every guard in the level before you proceed or do something like that, you know, you can make it as long as you want. Environments. I still think the environments were okay. I'm conflicted though, because some of those levels did suck. The one... Well, no, I shouldn't say they suck, but I should say they're almost too obtuse of a challenge to where you can't really... So here's the thing with the level design, right? For me at least, is that I don't like games that coerce you into one style of play, or like, here's this big open area, but you only got one way through this door. You have to go through this door. There's no other way around it. And that's fine in some circumstances, but there's almost too much of that in Styx, where you'd get these big wide open areas, and then you had one door you can go through into another big wide open area. And I'm not talking about like between loading screens. I'm talking about between the levels. I want to say they fixed that in 2, but I don't remember. But for 2014, AA dev, I don't know. I mean, overall they're fine. Did I like them? Yes and no. The backtracking did get old. Yeah, this one's rough. You know, I think the backtracking really did hurt it for me. You do one level 3 times. When you first learn how to go invisible, that area, you go backwards through it twice. You go down the elevator once, and then you catch up with the guy who's holding the key the second time. you know, or the third time rather. So yeah, I mean, like, I can appreciate that they really wanted to get as much as they could out of these levels. But when you, like, say if you go through that level the first time and you're thorough, you get all the gold coins, you do the extra quests or whatever, the extra objectives, you know, you don't want to do that 2 more times or even 1 more time. You don't want to. So that gets a 0 from me. And the entire package put together. Actually, fuck. I can't say it's a... Subjectively, I appreciate it. I like it. You know, I like that you play as a little goblin. And it's the perfect stealth character. And it is a favorite of mine. I love the game, despite all its flaws. But can I recommend it to somebody else? No, for $2 I can. For some jankiness, you know, for a game they might not finish and not like and then question my recommendations, yeah, it's gonna be a tough sell. Yeah, I think I gotta give that a 0. So for the subjective rating, it gets all 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4 out of 10 on the subjective rating scale. You know, and it sucks because it is one of my favorites. I think it might be the rose-tinted glasses or whatever the fucking saying is, because it's not what it used to be, or not what it used to be. It's not how I remember it. It's just mid. It's not even mid. That's the worst part. Not even mid.